In this lesson, I'll show you the history of Midjourney and how you can switch between versions of Midjourney in your prompts. David Holtz, who helped start Leap Motion, also started Midjourney in San Francisco. Midjourney's system for making pictures began testing on July 12, 2022, after they asked people on March 14, 2022, to share good photos on Twitter and Reddit for training. Version 2 came out in April 2022. Midjourney keeps making its image generation system better, coming out with new versions every few months. What I really like about Midjourney is that all versions can still be used. They can be easily selected in the settings or with a parameter. I'll show you more about this later in this course. In this section, I want to show you how fast Midjourney has developed and how the different versions differ. To see the comparison in the best possible way, I'll always use the same input prompt, but with a different version. As more people get used to AI-generated art, they might think how bad this was, but they might not know that it was a big deal when it first came out. Unlike newer versions, the pictures look more like paintings than photos, contained weird shapes, and they hadn't a clean look at all. Version 2 is an improvement over version 1, as it produces more coherent and identifiable objects with greater depth. Additionally, version 2's upscaling feature generates higher resolution results compared to version 1. The images in the grid are also an improvement over the first version, with better angles and more details. Midjourney version 3 introduces new features such as light upscale to include fewer features in your images and uplight to prevent distortion and noise. The new model also includes stylize and quality arguments, which allow for improved image quality at the cost of higher compute cost. The images in version 3 show significant improvements in features, quality, depth, materials, and composition compared to previous versions, moving towards a more photorealistic look. Midjourney version 4 brought a whole new architecture for the model, making it revolutionary upon release. It differentiated from its predecessors by having better knowledge, attention to detail, and the ability to take on highly complex prompts. It also improved in generating scenes with multiple objects and characters, supports multiple prompting and image prompting, and includes a chaos argument to control image variety. The image quality, complexity, and depth of version 4 are significantly improved, making the images look more like photographs than paintings. The upscaling has also greatly improved in quality and detail. Midjourney version 5 has a greater stylistic range and better natural language prompt interpretation. The model introduces a new way to prompt, allowing users to write a description in a simple sentence. The image quality is significantly higher with a 2x resolution increase and enhanced dynamic range. The neural network excels in minor details, even drawing 5 fingers on each hand it generates. Version 5 allows users to create realistic photo visuals, which may appear uncanny due to their real appearance. The version 5.1 is the first ever minor upgrade of Midjourney. It features a more user-friendly approach with short prompts, similar to version 4. The style raw parameter has also been added for those who prefer version 5 default settings. Improvements include higher coherence, increased accuracy to text prompts, fewer unwanted borders or text artifacts, and enhanced sharpness. Version 5.1 is the first version which introduced the new style raw parameter. Version 5.1 is more opinionated and uses the Midjourney default art style. With the style raw parameter, you can tell Midjourney to reduce the Midjourney art style and create more photorealistic images. On the other hand, you will need to add more details to your text prompt. As you can see, the versions have a huge difference, and therefore it's all the more remarkable in what pace they have progressed. There are no years in between, but a few months. Now imagine what will already be possible in 1 or 2 years. So you can really consider yourself lucky to want to become a professional already now. If you are getting into this now, you're one of the early ones. How exciting!